Okay, here is the cage on America's Card Room. Right now, I'm looking for BC from LP. He is someone that we've known over the poker forums over the last several years. And so we're certainly going to be checking him out. He's right over here. He bought in straight for 5K. He didn't satellite in. And hold on one second. Okay, so here we are in the very first hand. I'm not going to keep this going for 3 hours, obviously, but I just want to see like the first big hand, and then I'll probably pause it, and until we get a little bit, higher blinds, and we'll just follow the action. We'll see how it goes. There is 66 players, and there's 11 tables. So let me get a couple of tables up here. Let's see what this says. And it looks like there's a blog that you can follow on www.americascardroom.eu/blog. Right now we got the blinds at 10 and 20 with a $2 ante. Here we are, we got a blind versus blind situation here. And I was wondering if there were any pros that were playing in this, but I don't really notice any of the names here. We have Ivy 78, but I know Ivy is older than that actually, so I'm pretty sure that's not him. Okay, so here we are. We have all 11 tables up, and let's see if I can find my friend here. Here he is. Nope. Here he is. Okay. We got two decent pots on these two tables down here. Right here you have a call, and we have 1500 in the middle here, and now the river is a king. 3 kings on the board, actually. We got another big pot over here. What did this guy do? That was almost 1,200 chips on that betting round. Man, I did not see the ending of that one. He had a full house. with another big bet, 2,200. This is definitely the biggest pot of the cage so far. We have an 8-7-5 flop with an ace turn, and on the river, the 8 pairs. And there was a huge bet on the turn with the ace. So I'm thinking we could have a set here, a flop set. Maybe he has a full house, or maybe he has a straight, or 2 pair, because he wasn't really afraid of the ace there. So let's see if this guy can figure it out. Or he could just be on a total bluff. There's 3,000 in the middle, and he leads out on the river with a 2,200 bet. And this guy is certainly taking his time, which he should. We got BC up here in a hand, looks like from the blinds. We got another, we got a 3 bet over here. Looks like a 4 bet actually. Oh, and he makes the call, and yes, he flopped the set, and he gets paid off, and he got the full house. So it really looked like he flopped the set there, and that's what he did. And I'm wondering what this guy had. He might have, had like an ace king or something like that, and he certainly paid for that. Looks like BC lost that pot up there. And here we are with that 4 bet hand. I believe this is it, right? We got 1,000 in the middle. And the river brings an ace, and that is one scary board. So we had the flush draw on the flop, straight draw also, and wow, he rivers Broadway here with just the 10. And he's going to win a pretty big pot there. What a horrible river. The guy was pretty much drawing just to either a 9 or an ace. Alright, so I'm going to pause it real quick until I see like a really huge hand, alright? Alright, we got 1,000 in the middle right here. It went D-Moon Girl bet on the turn, and we had a call. And now the river brought the king. We have 1,000 in the middle. The turn bet was about 270, so let's see what she does here. And it's a 630 bet, 2/3 the pot. Let's see how this goes here. Wow, and he's out of time already, unless it's going to go into an extra time. Yep, okay. We got 800 in the middle over here. We got a 3rd spade. This guy couldn't have been on too many draws here except for the flush draw, unless he had the king. And D-Moon Girl is going to take down that pot. Here we are with BC. Looks like he let out here on the flop, but then got raised and he mucks it. So that was a pretty small pot. Over here, holy cow, we have a huge pot. We already have 2,300 in the middle, and we have an all-in on. We have a 2, 3, 4, 3, 5 board with 3 clubs, a pair of 3s. So this is a crazy board right here, and looks like Swag, who let out, because he was out of position here, is now faced with a huge decision here for all his chips, just about all his chips. So we might have our first knockout right here. We're going to wait and see. And we got a huge pot over here too. Looks like we have a 3-bet. Over here, he's going to take it down. This guy's up to 7K. We had a 3-bet and then a 4-bet. And it's not even a huge 4-bet. It's pretty much a min raise. Right here we have 800 in the middle, with facing a $500 bet, and Repeat is going to take that down. Repats. Okay, so we're still waiting over here. He probably has a big pair. I would say probably queens. Could have jacks, something like that. And he's wondering if he wants to play for all his chips here with that hand. I wouldn't really think jacks here. I think jacks would probably just fold. This is a huge 3-bet. I mean, this guy raised till 60, and he made it 640. Actually, this guy probably raised it up, and then he 4-bet, and now he just got 5-bet. That's what happened. There's no way this guy just raised a 640, and there's no way because of the position of the table. So he's gotten 5-bet here, and he shoves all in. So let's see here. Let me see if I can just make this bigger here. And he folds. Wow, huge decision. Wow. Wow. So looks like he made the right decision. He probably had queens or kings. I think kings would have probably acted a little bit faster, but he might have had queens there. But, wow, what a 4-bet. And, he lost a big chunk there without even seeing the flop. So we are seeing some crazy action here. Definitely so far. Let's just take a quick look. I mean, this is going pretty quick. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, we're still we're 13 minutes in, and we're seeing huge bets. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like in the last hour. So if these guys are smart, they should be playing a lot of pots just to try and hit a flop, build their stack up, because if they don't, they're not going to survive in the last hour. Definitely expected a lot of play in this first hour, with the blinds being so small. Here we are with a 2K pot, and this guy with the kings is going to survive the flush draw. Mon Everything was out on a limb there with his 5-6 suited, and this person, Zeta Cabbage, had the pocket kings with an ace right on the flop and was able to take down a pretty big pot, and he wasn't believing the ace. Well, I planned on pausing this between big hands, but it seems like we're getting a lot of big hands. This table seems pretty tight so far compared to some of the other ones. Haven't seen any big pots yet from there. Here we are with BC raising it up. Last time this person 3-bet, so it's good to see them fold. We have a call out of the small blind. We got one guy inactive. Wonder what's going on there. Alright, we got a pot brewing down here. Well, we got a 3-way going to the turn. Already have 1,300 in the middle. Laugh out loud, you fold. aggressor so far, but let's see if he changes it up. He led out here on the flop, but got 2 callers. And he might just be thinking of giving up this hand. Nope, he makes a huge bet here. That tells me maybe he has an overpair, or he did flop a set, or he could just have like a hand like king, queen of spades. But this is telling me that he's interested in this pot, and he definitely has something here. And we get a call, and the river is an 8, which I can't imagine helps Kenyon too much. I mean, it pretty much seemed like he was certainly on the flush draw. I mean, if he was on the straight draw, the 8 didn't help him. Unless he has a hand like 5-6 of spades, or, you know, 10 jack of spades. Let's see if this guy makes a defensive bet, or he really puts the pressure on. It's more of a defensive bet here. He bets 1/3, and we get a quick call. Wow, and a pocket aces over here. Wow, and this guy was way out of line with that queen jack. I mean, he totally did not need to be doing that. I mean, it's one thing on the flop to lead out, try and take it down, but once you get 2 callers, you really got to shut down with that type of hand. And it looks like Kenyon Trackstar here is playing close to the chest here with his aces. He's not trying to play reckless and go all in and risk getting knocked out. He's trying to use a little bit of pot control, and it certainly paid off for him, because he got this guy over here to bluff on 3 streets. So that was a big pot right there. And just to take a look at the lobby, we have the chip leader is Tilt-A-Whirl, who has 9,300, and Kenyon Trackstar, who just won that big hand with the pocket aces, is up to 7,300. And let's see, Twinning 2 is down to 1,200. That is the small stack. And they're actually involved in a hand right now, but fold to a bet. We have a 3-bet and a call. It's kind of crazy. We've only been 20 minutes into this, and we've just seen so much action. We got BC over here making a 3-bet. Let's make sure we take a look at that. This table is way tighter than all the rest so far. Over here we had a bet and a call, and now he makes it 800. Certainly a weird line there. The king didn't scare him. We have a check, and looks like it was a bet and a call on the flop, and here we are with the turn, and BC keeps coming, betting a little bit more than half. And we're getting a call here, so this is BC's first big hand. And now we have an ace on the river. It makes it a flush draw out there if somebody has some spades. And if BC really has a hand, he'd probably check behind here, but he's just betting. So maybe, and this is a kind of odd bet here. Maybe he has the flush. Kind of looks like he wants a call. Maybe he has the flush here. Or maybe he's just trying to level him, making him think he wants a call. So let's see, this is going to be interesting. See if I can bring his table up. And good, he takes it down. So a nice 1500 chip pot for BC. And he's up to 5700. Alright, here we are 24 minutes in. We got BC playing another pot here. Just going to take a look at that. And he's getting 3-bet right off the bat. No, it looks like looks like we're allowed to chat in this railers, which I totally disagree with. I don't think there should be any rail chat. And BC makes the call. And we're probably going to have a 3-way pot here to the flop. Let's see what this guy does here. A small little bet here. Gets BC to fold. Alright. We have an all-in here. Let's bring this one up. And a call, it looks like. Kings. Oh, Kings versus Kings. Oh, don't be a heart. Don't be a heart. Thank God. That would have been freaking crushing. Dude, this guy's ass just clenched together. Holy cow, dude. First, he gets all nervous when he gets all in with Kings. Then he sees he's up against Kings, and then 3 hearts come out. Not fun. Alright, see some moderate flops here. We got a big one down here, sorta. Really doesn't look like it's going to be any much bigger. Just a 600 chip pot and pair of queens. We'll take it down. Looks like there's a lot of railbirds on the rail. They're starting to come out. We got a 2K pot here. Check, check. Wow, with the aces. Ace is going to take it down. Certainly a scary river there with the 10. Okay, we have an interesting pot over here. A couple of aces on the board. A couple of clubs. Now we have another spade. This Bueno guy, he let out the flop. Now he's checking the turn, and we get a check behind. Looks like a pretty, we just get a 4 of diamonds on the river here. like this guy Fruits, he can just bet here and take this down. That's a huge bet. That makes me think he actually has something. But sometimes these people, that's what they do. They'll bet almost pot here when they are bluffing. But and he's thinking about it here. This call right here is about 25% of his stack. Only got 1,000 in the middle. Alright, well, while he's thinking about that, let's just check out. This is the table right here over here. So let's see if anything else is going on. We got BC in a hand. So far, it's relatively small. We got a big pot over here, 1,000 chips. Oh wow, we got BC raising it up. Raised it up to 360. Oh, we got it. He calls with the kings. Wow. So, yeah, this guy, he was bluffing. And Bueno makes the correct call. I think you got to call there all the time with the kings there. So instead of making a half pot bet for value, he tried to make it look like he wanted to get paid off, and he bet a little bit extra, and now he has that much less chips. So let's see here. We got, so it looks like he called, and then the turn came in ace, which is kind of crazy. If BC is up against somebody with like an ace queen. So that ace probably does not help BC. Well, let's see. And this is a pretty big bet here, so hopefully BC has like the queen jack and was slow playing him. But he could have like a king queen. Person seems a little bit confident about his hand, and he's gonna make the call. So let's see. Wow, he flopped a set. He flopped the set, and he just called the bet on the flop. And I guess luckily the ace came out because BC checked and then called. But this guy made a nice value bet on the end with the 9. So now BC's down to 3,600. Certainly not what we were hoping for, but he still has plenty of chips. We got our short stack involved in a hand here, down to $700, and it went check call here on the turn. If you guys can see this, let me just bring this up. I hate how it takes a second to freaking focus. But here we are, here, this is the short stack. He's betting small. He's going to get some calls. And his aces are going to hold up there, so it picks up a little pot. Over here we got a hand. On a 6, 7, 8, 9 queen board. And he's going to take that down. Let's see what happens down here. Just take a look at this one real quick. After betting on the flop, he checks behind here on the turn. The king makes it difficult now to figure out if he actually has a king. Otherwise, if this was a low card, this guy, he probably could have just took down this pot by betting. But it goes check, check, and his ace queen is going to take it down. Oh, we got a big pot over here, and the nut flush. This guy hit the nut flush on the turn. I'm sure he got paid off, but the river came with another club, and this guy still called. That actually might have helped him. I don't know. I really didn't see what this guy had, but this guy had the nut flush, so he picks up a 1400 chip pot. Alright, we got a couple of hands going on. We got BC in a small pot right here on the top left. The bottom left, we have a $900 pot. But the action slowed down here as it goes check, check on the turn. Let's see what ACR The CAGE has. We're getting another bet over here. So far, BC has been check calling. And he's going to fold that one. Oh, we got a huge pot over here. Let's just take a look. This is 2,000 in the middle. Fruits, if you remember, is the one who bluffed last time. And he's making a huge bet again on the end. Wish I would have watched how this one developed, but I didn't watch this one. These are the type of decisions that are just crushing in this type of format. Especially when you've seen this guy make this type of bluff before. He's certainly not making a quick fold. So he definitely has a hand. He's not. Here he goes. He's calling. Oh wow! This guy has top set. I wish I could go back and see, but he gets paid off. Wow. So that's a huge bet on the end, and he gets paid off. So nice hand. We're about 42 minutes in. We got a pot developing over here. Tim Bodine just bet the flop and got a call, but now he checks the turn and quickly folds. Okay, so not too exciting there. And so far, this guy seems to be very active at the tables here. And he's up to 7,500. So I think he's a player to be watching so far tonight, along with this Kenyan guy who just takes down a small pot. Over here we have a 600 bet into a 682 pot on a paired board, and that's going to be good enough to take it down versus two players. Here we got a 3-bet. This guy raising from under the gun. This guy was sitting out earlier. Now he's facing a 3-bet, which he calls. Immediately checks. We get another heart out there, and he's certainly playing with pot control by checking real quick. This guy, he lays the heat on a little bit more here, not afraid of that third heart. now he's going to put blitzology to the test here. And he's making a call, so I'm thinking he has a big hand here. He probably has a hand like tens. Look at that. He has pocket tens and reverse ace king. So that's exactly what it seemed like. And that's a nice hand. Oh, we got a big pot here. And I think the guy just folded, yeah. Alright, so laugh out loud, you fold. Oh, no, actually, this guy is still in the hand over here. This Kenyan guy who had the pocket aces, if you remember, to win a big pot. There's two flush draws out there now. He bets a third of the pot. It's more like a feeler bet, hoping to take it down. This guy over here is getting a little short. So he's probably thinking if he calls this, he's probably playing for his tournament life. I mean, if he's going to call here, he might as well just shove. Unless he's on like a club draw. But let's see, he was in the big blind. So that definitely hits some straight draws. And if this guy is, if he has a hand here, he might want to check behind. But if he bets here, either he has a straight or he's bluffing, is what I'm thinking. So he makes a huge, he puts them all in except for one chip. That's, I think, some bad etiquette. But especially at these stakes. But I'm thinking he has a straight here. Could have like a 10 jack of clubs. And he's going to take that down. Looks like we have BC in a hand here. Let's bring that up. Another ace on the turn. And that's going to bring out a bet from Yor. And BC raises it up. It's a min raise. We also got 3 spades out there. So it actually wasn't a check raise because BC's on the button. I'm really wondering how this flop went. So hopefully this guy calls because I'm pretty sure BC has the hand. I'm pretty sure he has the flush here. There's no way he would raise here unless he has like 2-4 hearts. It's the only way he would raise there. Which he could have 2-4 hearts, by the way. Okay, so that's pretty good there for BC. He's back up to 3,600. And we got a big pot over here. And we got a bet and a call. Let's see here. A pair of eights. Wow. A pair of eights takes it down. So, this guy over here, fuck this is close, had jack high, and he tried to buy that pot. This guy was definitely weak with just a pair of eights, but he was not believing it, and he made the call. He probably called on 3 streets there. It's not easy to do. I'm trying to I'm trying to pause this as much as I can. I don't want this thing to be 2.5 hours long. But there's just a lot of action here. Here we are again on this flop. Blitzology, who I'm thinking he's the type of guy who plays with pot control, unless he has a huge hand, which he probably has at least ace-king here. And that's a diamond, so I can't help him at all. And he's going to check. And another diamond. Hopefully this guy is ace-king with a king of diamonds. he's gonna be able to see a cheap showdown unless he has the king. This guy had the ace king. Wow. I wonder what this guy had. Probably had ace queen maybe. So this guy couldn't have liked that too much with the board coming diamond diamond. But he'll take down the pot. We got another pot up here. Kind of scary board. I'm going to assume here that fuck this is close. Raise from button. And this guy, he just got caught bluffing. So let's see if he's at it again, or he actually is going to get value from his ace now. I have a feeling this guy's going to take a minute. Oh, he folded. Alright. We got BC in a hand again. He's coming out swinging. He's betting over pot just a little bit. So he's going to take that down. So now he's back up to almost 4K. We got another big pot right here. This guy's leading out after the 7 hits. We get a call. Wow, why is it so damn slow? And he checks immediately. I think he tried to buy it, and now he's just giving up. Wow, he calls. Wow, so he hit the nuts on the turn, and he gets value. He checked behind. Oh no, he called. Wow, so that was a big pot right there. We got 2 pots up here. Huge all in. Let's just check this out. It's really only 2,000, but let's just see. I don't think we have anybody knocked out yet, and that's going to scare him away. A little crazy with the diamond. Wondering what that's about. I guess if he was going to bet 1,000, he would have called the raise if this guy would have shoved. So that's probably what he was thinking. Let me just shove here, not give him the opportunity to re-shove on him. So over here, let's see, we got 1,400 in the middle. This guy's involved again. He's in position, but he checks behind. And he had ace king, but he gets, well, he didn't get rivered, but he lost the pot, that's for sure. BC's in a pot up here. Let's see if that gets bigger. We got this short stack. He's down to 678. So he's teetering. BC now checks, and it goes check, check. River brings another 10, and BC quickly checks. Let's see what BC does here. Got a big bet over here of 700. It's going to take down that pot. Looks like BC folded. Alright, well, we got 2 hands going on, but this guy just shoved his whole stack. Lucky baby? Lucky Bobby? For no apparent reason. We have a big bet over here on the river, which is going to take down a $1,100 pot, but I don't understand this one at all. The guy who is the short stack made the raise, and he's laughing here in the chat box. And every other table is practically on break. So I hope this guy's just not politicking. He might actually go for it. He does. With the pair of nines up against ace king. Ah, man. He's a 9. He's not going to get it. I think we have our first one out right before the break. So, good going. I think this guy was thinking that maybe this guy is certainly not going to call a shove after he calls a $50 bet, and he might get the short stock in for only 600. So that was that. So that's good. We had our first out right before the break. So see you in 5 minutes. All right, we got a big pot developing over here. 1800 in the middle. We got another queen on the river and a half pot bet leading out. We are still in the first hour. Even though we're back from break, we have a couple more minutes before the blinds increase. And we got a call. And we got a missed flush draw, and the pocket kings get paid off over here. And Swag Official is short stack now. And let's just take a look at the lobby here. We got Tilt the Whirl and Kenyan Trackstar still sitting 1 and 2. And then on the other end, we got two pretty much short stacks over here. Got a pocket aces with a flop ace, but I don't really think there was much in that pot. About 3 jacks over here. Let's just see how this one goes. I mean, you certainly don't want to see the hands with pocket aces and someone who has like a king jack here, because that would be like just crushing such a cooler. And he's just going to give it up. 1900 chip pot over here with the overpair of 10s. And I think the jack 5 was on a flush draw there. Obviously couldn't get there, but a little risky. Putting in a lot of chips with jack 5. And the blinds are just going up. So we are at the first hand. Let's check this one out. This is a crazy board, and it just got even scarier. Last time this guy played a big pot, he had a set. And he bet small here. Might be trying to get value from like a queen jack, or he could, I don't know. He could have a straight, I guess. That's even risky. I guess he has to have the straight or the full house. It'd be kind of crazy if he has a missed flush draw, because that's a real small bet. Alright, I'm just going to minimize it for a second. See what else is going on. he makes the fold. Alright, we got a couple of hands going over here, especially this one and this one over here. We got a bet on the river with a third spade, and over here we have a big pot. And this guy folds, so he's gonna take down that one, Ivy. And let's just see this real quick. And we get a call. And the aces are gonna hold out. So we had a flush draw that got missed. That's what that was. Ooh, we got a big raise over here when the river queen pairs, and that's going to take it down. Got BC involved in a hand with this same guy. I'm glad he folded, because usually when this guy's involved, he has something. Got an 850 pot right here in the middle. Table 7. He makes 2/3 bet, and that's going to take it down. We got 1380 over here with this gentleman again. He's up against 2 players. Let's bring that one up. So this is definitely an interesting hand. He bets half pot. We've seen 2 big hands from this guy. One, he was totally bluffing, and another, he had top set. He slows down here. He might be in check call mode right here just for pot control. And let's see what we got. Wow, so the queens hold up. I'm surprised no value bet there. I can't believe that. I guess because it was the heart that came out. I guess you can't blame him there. So that's another big bluff. Into 2 players again, this guy. And he's not really that hurt though. He has 4,300. Got another big pot right here. That's a quick bet fold. Let's just take a look at the lobby again. Let's see if anything's really changed. Couple of short stacks now. We got a new chip leader, but it's still relatively the same. And we got 4 hearts on this one. Bets 2/3 here. Let's see if we get a call. eye on it though. And he ends up folding. Alright, we got a bet and a fold over here. And then we got BC in a hand. Looks like he was in the big blind. And he makes a quick fold. We got another big pot right here. 3,000 in the middle. Gabe is all in eventually here. He bet the turn and then shoves the river. And this will put him all in. This is practically both of them entire stacks here. Certainly a big moment for both of them. And I don't know what this guy must have had. He must have had a flush draw. Got a big pot over here. Let's just check the ending of this one. We got 1900 in the middle and a big bet on this river here. There was a flopped flush possible. Certainly a tough decision here. And he's in a fold. Well, we got BC in a big hand. There's already 1,200 in there. He checked behind on the flop. And a jack of spades comes out. Facing a big bet here, 2/3 pot. There's no way BC would check with an 8-9 on this flop in position. So I don't think he has that hand. And he's gonna fold. We got 3 4s up here, and a bet, and a call. This is definitely interesting. Let's bring this one up. See, this is hard when you have like a pair of 7s or something. It was a pretty decent flop for your pair of 7s. But now with his aggression, you're not sure if he has a 10 or a queen. And he makes the call. And he does have the pair of 10s, and he's going to take it down. A big, huge bluff by Grow. A relatively easy call. I mean, you're never really folding there ever. Especially, you know, when you play it meekly like that. So that's a huge pot right there. And we've been seeing some huge bluffs. That's for sure. Getting some big pots around the board here. ACR with leather ass. I know he plays professionally. He's not been having a good cage so far. He's down at 2,500. Okay, we actually have 3 pots going on. We have table 2, table 7, and table 5 over here. And with the nut flush, this guy you pay from whatever this guy's name is. You pay from IKEA. He's in a huge pot, man. He's up to 10K. Over here, we already got 2,700 in the middle, and that jack certainly confuses things. And we get check, check. And he had the straight, so he was worried about the bigger straight. Wow, and he got screwed on the turn there. We got another big pot right here. 2,500 in the middle. Goes check, check, and the overpair with the jacks is going to take it down. Any 7 would have had a straight. So I'm sure he would have check called a bet there if needed. We got 1,000, 1,100 chip pot over here. We got 3 2s and an ace and a queen out there. And he's going to be a bet and a fold. Take that down. This guy fruits of 5th. He's now up to 8,400. So he's been having a good go of it, even though he's been caught twice with pretty decent bluffs. And we got a 4-bet here, and we have a big pot over here too on table 4. We have a 4-bet here, a really big 4-bet. Not really big, but we'll see how this one goes. And we got a 5-bet, so let's take a look. And that's going to induce a fold. So we got a 5-bet from Grow, who got caught in a huge bluff earlier. But I'm sure he had the goods that time. Can take down a big pot. And now he's back up to 5K. See what we got going on over here at BC's table. A lot of money in there already. And we're still on the flop. And we get a raise. Practically a min raise here. And with the texture of the board, I really don't agree with this type of raise. I mean, I highly doubt. It all depends if this guy would fold, if this guy shoved. If he shoved and he would fold, then maybe I can see the min raise. But if he's not folding this hand at all, from here on out, he should really have made this like 16 to 1800, in my opinion. But he might fold to a shove. So let's see. This could even be a bluff. This type of raise. And hey, it's gonna work. I'm wondering what he had there. We have a couple of pots here. Look at this one. This one just got big. Got 2,100 in the middle. It brings a 6 on the river. And it goes check, check. And the pair of 7s are going to take it down. Holy shit. We got a huge, huge hand over here. Check this one out. Wow. We got a huge 3-way all in with the jacks And the jack comes right on the flop. He needs to fade a heart, now a queen. And he's going to take down the biggest pot of the night so far, knocking out two players with pocket jacks, which is not an awesome hand, in my opinion, pre-flop, when you're putting your whole stack practically into the middle. I mean, he risked, like 6,000 chips, $6,000 pre-flop with jacks, which is just crazy in my opinion. But I guess what did it was the short stack shoved for 1K, and the guy Gabe over here just called. So I think that's what made him think that jacks were probably the best hand, and he wanted to isolate and just be up with the short stack with the 1K as dead money, which is a pretty good play. But he risked. He probably could have did it. He probably could have put in 4K, raised it to 4K, 3,500. But and that one guy Gabe, he had a lot of chips, and he risked it all with Ace King. So that guy has over 16 grand. Pretty insane pot. I'm glad I was able to see that. Wow. That is pretty insane. And he must have been loving seeing right on the window, the jack come out. Pretty sick, man. Pretty sick. And then the perfect card came on the turn, for the guy with the Ace King, because now he had four outs. But it didn't come, thank God, because that would have been brutal if the Queen would have came. Wow, so that was definitely the best hand so far we've seen. I think we have 3 players out. Hold on, let's check this one out right here. So you paid for my key, you just raised it up, gets a call. And now we get the 3-bet here. A very decent 3-bet. It's probably going to take down the pot right now, as this guy cannot be too strong unless he was trapping. This is probably going to be a takedown pre-flop. Oh, he makes the call, so let's just check this out. We get an open C-bet. This guy could not have liked that flop all that much. There's no way he's 3-betting with any mid-pairs like this. But it's possible for him to be calling a 3-bet with mid-pairs like this. Certainly. And this guy goes inactive, probably ran out of time there. And he's going to give up that hand. Looks like BC won a hand. He's back up to 3,100. Alright, we're going to check out this hand right here. We just got a 4-bet. And now a 5-bet all in and a call. Very slow leg, and wow. What a shame. These guys are probably so pissed. Alright. So this guy, fuck, this is close. He was up to like 7,500, so he lost a huge chunk. Oh, I must have missed that one. We got a huge all-in here. Let's see. Nope, he's just going to take it down. We're going to start seeing that more often here. The guys with like 1,500 chips. You're going to start seeing them shove soon. Especially when the open raises are like to 150. They're just going to shove it right in if they're going to play the hand, most likely. And we got another shove right here. And this time we get a call. Ace Queen versus Ace King. Hopefully the short stack holds out. Oh man, a queen right there. And that's going to do it. So Tim Bodine is out of the cage. And we are down that table. Alright, so now we're down to 9 tables. We got three-way action down here on table 11. And we have a 3-bet action here on table 7, which is going to take down the pot. And fuck this close. Got caught in another bluff. And he's down to 3,400. You got Blitzology getting 3-bet right here on the bottom. And he's been pretty tight, so he's going to make that fold. Right here on table 11, we got a raise. Let's check this one out. Kenyon the track star, who's been playing good so far. Pretty much he's had it every time. So let's see here. I'm going to say, you know, who knows? I haven't really seen how it develop, but he might have ace queen here. It's definitely a safe card on the river. I expect him definitely to extract value here. He's not going to check behind. He's going to make a bet. He's probably going to bet at least 1,600. Wow, so he makes a big bet. I'm thinking he has ace queen. I mean, he could have a set, but whatever. He at least has ace queen. And I'm wondering what this Windy Winston has here. There's a couple of flush draws out there. Could have missed. And he shoves all in. This is huge. Could he have the straight? Or he's got to have the straight. Or maybe pocket fives. This is insane. Was not expecting that at all. Not expecting that at all. Wow. Either if Kenyon folds or not, Windy Winston definitely got maximum value from this hand. I mean, the only way he could have the best hand is just if this guy's doing this with ace-8, which I can't imagine. There's no way. This is a pretty big bet on the river. And wow, this is thinking maybe set here. Probably pocket fives or pocket sevens. Wow, this is a tough one. Money here. I mean, it's like another $3,000. I mean, this is high stakes. It's kind of a shame because Kenyon's been playing really good. He got up to about 9K. He probably thought he was going to take down another nice pot, and here he is with this huge surprise re-raise shove all in. I mean, odds are that this is a bluff is just so slim. It's just, he's probably never bluffing here. So then what do? I mean, you gotta fold your 2 pair, right? This is probably the hardest decision so far of the cage. Or maybe it's just not so hard. It's just maybe it's just there's a lot of chips in there. And he makes the call. He's got the set. Oh, he loses to the straight. Wow. Wow, that's even worse than I thought, man. Wow. See, I didn't see how the play developed, but I guess he opened with a 6-4 suited. Holy cow, man. Holy cow. I really didn't think that this person had the straight. And he had the set. And a pair of sevens, not even a pair of fives, a pair of sevens. And that's devastating. So that was another huge hand. Insane. Alright, we got 2 pots developing, but let's check out this one. We got 2,300 in the middle. Lucky Bobby bet out on the turn, and he got a call, and he just shoves all in here. So this is insane. We got a wheel possible on the board. That was a crazy shove. Maybe an ace-5. Pot developing over here. 1,000 in the middle. Another pot over here, 1,500. Pair of jacks are going to take it down. We get a call, so let's see how this one goes. We got another heart coming out. I'm sure he doesn't want to get shoved on if he bets. But he makes a pretty decent bet. And he gets a quick call. And the 2 pair, kings and nines, are going to pay off. Good to see he didn't shy away from the flush and got some value there. So Winston lost a couple of K there. Wow, we got a huge pot over here. Let's check this one out. 3,000 in the middle, and we got an all-in from Noah. A huge bet, and that's going to induce a fold. We got BC in a hand here, betting half pot. When the third heart comes out, let's see what happens. He gets a call. And a 10, which will complicate things, and he's going to quickly check. And we got to check behind. Ooh, and he had the queens. So BC's going to lose that hand. He's down to 2,300. Whoa, huge hand. A set of 10s versus ace-queen, and the fuck this is close is out. Up here on table 5 in the top right corner. So he had the ace-queen. He was short stacked. He had probably about 2K to start the hand. But he lost it all there. And we lost another player. How many players we lost. It's the weirdest lobby. It keeps like updating every second. Alright, so we lost a lot of players, man. We lost 8 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. So 9 players are out. 45K gone. I would say we got half a dozen really short stacks, and the chip leaders are you pay for my IKEA and Winston and Vasya 9, who just had top set there and knocked out a player, Lucky Bobby, and a couple others with 9K. You pay for my IKEA is making a bet here on the end. Let's see what happens here. It's a half pot bet, and he's going to win that pot. He's up to 17-5 now. He's got to be feeling good. We've got about an hour and 20 minutes left. Got BC in a hand up here in the top left corner. And he's just going to take that down pre-flop. We have an all-in here, but it looks like it was a split pot. I just missed that one, but these Indigo Montoya and Who's Got It Better were in a pot all-in, and it looks like they split it. Both had full houses. We got Kenyon and Winston in a pot again. Let's see what happens here. Really small pot, but Kenyon might go all in this hand. Pretty small bet. It's got position. And there goes the 3-bet. So that was a check raise. And I think Winston could be preying on his short stack here, thinking if he doesn't have a king, he won't call and risk the rest of his money. So this could be a nice time to bluff here with the 3-bet. But we'll find out soon enough here. And that's going to work. Decent pot over here. Goes check, check. And wow. Oh man, that's a bad check, I think, on the end there. Very bad check, I think. He's definitely lost. He probably could have won a thousand chips there, easy. So we got BC raising it up, a 3-bet here. I mean, the blinds are going to be going up to 50, 100 soon. See how long here. 13 minutes. And that's going to work, that 3-bet. So, nice hand. I'm sure BC's not happy at all the way things have gone so far. take it down. Wow. So this guy was caught in a bluff down here. Ooh, we got a huge bet here. Let's check this one out. Betting 2/3 pot here. Looked like it went check. And let's see what. And we got a call. And another jack. So that certainly complicates things. I think it makes it more likely that we'll see a call and a showdown. Rosario was in the small blind. Let's see what happens here. And the pocket kings, and wow, Ivy was totally on just a blatant bluff. And Rosario did the right thing by checking on the end there, because there's no way Ivy was calling a bet. But wow, king queen off versus pocket kings. All right, here we are with BP making a raise on the flop. I mean BC, I keep saying BP. Let's check it out here. And he's going to take down another pot. So he's up to 3K now, 3,100. And there we are for the break on that table. We got two tables playing out right here. And this is the final one right here. Now we have one right here actually in the middle. This is a big one actually. Let's check it out. And we get a call, and look at that. Full house with the ace-3 there. It's kind of sick though. He was up against pocket tens. And that's horrible to lose a hand like that right before the break, especially on a board of 4-4-3-3 when you have pocket tens. That kind of sucks. Wow, we have an all-in here. And this is kind of just like the last break, right before we lost the player. Let's see. Well, he goes inactive. And there we go. So we're on our second break. Okay, we got our first pretty big hand after the break. We got the chip leader here, up against one of the smaller stacks, but it looks like the small stack's going to take it down. We also had a big pot over here by Click, whatever her name is, his name. Won a big hand with a set of fives up against two pair. Ooh, big hand over here. A set of twos versus a set of nines. Wow. Insane. What a perfect turn. A perfect turn card for this person right here. I don't know why this thing stalls out, man. But wow, that's a huge double up for leather ass. Wow. Set versus set, and he won about 3K on that pot. Here we are with another shove, almost. It's gonna take down a decent pot over here. And the blinds have not gone up yet. We still have a couple of minutes, 4 minutes. We just saw a bunch of. Wow, here's another one. We have an all-in with pocket twos, and the ace jack is gonna survive. The all-in there. So that was Kenyon, the track star. So he's surviving with just about 1,300. We got a 3-bet up here on this table. Let's see if we get a call. And we don't. We got Leather S making a 3-bet. It's going to take down another pot. rebounded nicely. We got a 4-bet up here. Let's check this one out. And that's going to win the pot down. Okay, right here in this table, we had a 3-bet from the chip leader, you pay from IKEA, and then we had 2 calls. And here we are on this flop. They check to the razor, bets out half pot, and he's going to take it down. We had an all-in with, I just missed it, pocket aces versus pocket jacks. This freaking leg of Heisenberg, and Heisenberg had the pocket jacks. It was all in pre-flop, and Heisenberg looks like he might be our next one out. Let's see if he just goes on tilt here and shoves, and he makes the fold. It was a small pot though. It was the 2 short stacks, and goes now into 3K. We got a big pot developing over here. So the card room manager let everybody aware that after the next break, there still will be 15 minutes left to play. And that's going to take down that pot. Check on this table. Wow. I guess he was afraid of the jack. He flopped the set and the board got real scary. Okay, let's check out this one right here. Grove's been calling him down. He's been check calling. Let's see what happens. And we got a check behind, and the ace queen is going to take it. Well, right here, couldn't really see what happened there. Oh, is that Kenyon? No, okay. It looks like a set of 8s won that hand. Got a big pot over here too. This guy's contemplating a bet. Let's just take a look. Pretty scary board. In position. Wow. So I'm thinking this guy certainly has a 10. There's no other way. And he's afraid of the flush draw, or even getting outdrawn with a bigger straight. So, looks like he'll probably just take down this hand. And wow, he calls. They both have queen 10, okay. And that's it. So, they both had the nuts, but luckily nobody had a redraw for the flush. That would have been sick. Got a big pot right here. Let's check this one out. This guy's name is Too Rich to Care. How nice. tin, whatever. He did bluff earlier. Not saying he's bluffing here, but he does have that in his arsenal. So we had the club hit on the river, and also it would help 9-jack. We had a heart draw miss. He might have a queen here and he's wondering if he should call. He's built his chip stack up to 7,200. And I'm sure he put at least 1,000 into this pot already. And he makes the call. And Jack 9 does take it down with the nuts. Well, close to it. The clubs would have been the nuts, but so he wins a big hand there. He's up to $10,000. And Too Rich to Care is back down to starting stack. Let's see what else we got. We got an all-in right here. Let's see if we can check it out. Pocket sixes versus King Jack, a king on the flop. And that's going to make him survive again. These two went at it. And Heisenberg survives. And we are in the last level. So it's 5,100. This is probably going to get a little crazy. I don't think I should pause it probably at all from here on out. We'll see how it goes though. And we got a 3-bet here. And that's going to be enough to take it down. Tilt the World, who was our early chip leader with about $9,000, is now down to 6,600. Makes the fold. And Lucky Bobby's up to 11K. We get a big 3-bet down here at this table. That is a, oh wow, that's a 4-bet, I'm sorry. Let's check this one up. So, we had the opener here, makes the fold. Leatherass came in with a 3-bet, and now this gentleman right here made it a 4-bet. And he says, "I have it." We got repats up here contemplating the call. There's 2,000 in the middle now. And he does make the call. And wow, a pair of fives. Did I read that right? Or did he have a full house? I think he had a pair of fives, right? Hold on. No, he had a full house, okay. Fives over tens. Alright. These tables are really small here. We got BC, let's see, and he gets a call going into the river here. Ooh, a third 9. That's certainly interesting, and he checks. Can't be good unless he has a 10, I don't know. Ah, man, he was on the bluff. Man, he hits the flush here. This guy was on a flush draw. That's unfortunate. That was just a bad river. I'm sure BC would have won that hand if a blank would have came. So he's back down to 2K. Take a look at the lobby, see what we got here. Fruits of Fib is built to stack up to over 12K. And let's just see the short stacks. Kenyan Trackstar went out. So did Laugh Out Loud You Fold. Those are the last two to go out. Heisenberg and BC are the next two short stacks. Oh, looks like we just lost somebody. ACR The CAGE, I wonder what happened there. Shit. Wish I would have saw it. Because she had at least 4K. We're down to 8 tables now. We started with 11. We got a 3-bet up here. $1,500 in this pot down here. With the Taxman betting out. And Tilt-A-Whirl with a quick call. Let's just see this showdown. He checks again real quick on a Queen River, and we get a check behind. Ace-Jack is going to take it down versus King-Jack. King-Jack with the flush draw. Wow, that was a big flop. Let's check out this hand over here. This looks pretty scary. It's about 1/3 of the pot. And we do get the min raise. And that's a check raise, by the way. And they both have the ace. Wow, this guy had ace-10. Sick. Wow, so he got totally rivered there. That was disgusting, actually. Oh man, I'd be sick to my stomach. Oh boy. That was a bad suck out. We got a 1K chip pot up here between Rosario and Ivy. And down here we got Summa Cum Laude versus Hockey Player. He's facing a big bet and he calls, and the pair of kings, top pair, is going to take it down. Ivy folds over here, so Hockey Player is down at 2,600. This is our next big pot right here. And the chip leader is going to fold. We got a pot over here of 1,200. Take that down. Elliot Pett. We got a 3-bet all in. And wow, that's going to take it down. Really didn't have that many chips there, but it's going to work. He's got 2,100, this gentleman right here. Crow Duck. Small pot over here. Couple of kings on board. Sure, he's got probably like a pair of 7s, 6s, or 8s, and maybe not even that. So he folds. This pot kind of looks interesting here. Ooh, we got it all in. Let's check it out. We got 3 players in this pot. And this is a huge shove. Just insane. Probably has a set. This is a scary wet flop. 10 jack or a set. Oh, queen king, and what a call! Oh my god, is it gonna hold? It holds. What a call with second pair. Wow. That was $3,400 right there. BP 316 is out on a stone cold bluff. Just a crazy call. And you can tell he's not upset. You can tell he's upset about it. He's making a laugh in the chat box. But what a crazy call. It's just insane. So we lose another player there. We got an all-in shove. Another crazy shove into a just a plain old overbet. We got diamonds that hit, and that's going to induce a fold. I don't know why he would shove like that. Unless he just wanted to get paid fully. But the odds of that were very slim. And we're starting to see some crazy action here. We got tables all over the place. This guy wins a $2,600 pot. D-Moon Girl. That's practically a double up. We got a 3-bet over here. This could be even a 4-bet. But look at this. Wow. We're going to check this one out right here. Holy cow. 3-way all-in. Pocket ace, aces, and queens. So far, so good. And the aces are going to hold up to be a huge winner. Knocking out 2 players. Wow. And let's see what we got here. Still down to 8 tables. We got let's check this one out right here. We got a big bet from Ray Cab. But that's going to make a fold here on a scary board. Ooh, we got an all-in. Queen King that does not hit, and a 3 on the river not needed will win that pot. Wow. So, and there was all clubs too. That must have been an all-in pre-flop. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So we're starting to see some craziness. We just saw 3 people go out real quick. Oh, we got BP all in. I mean BC. Sorry. Oh, come on, bring it up. And this is a 4-bet shove from the big blind. We already got 1 fold, and it's now on Knob End, who did 3-bet it. And it would be about $1,200 for him to call, and he folds. Wow, it's a good pickup. Nice hand, BC. And he's up to $2,500. Nice $800 pickup. What else we got going on here? Whoa, we got a huge pot down here. 4K in the middle already. Between Leather Ass and Central Deegan. And he checks it to him. And it gets checked back. And the pair of queens is going to take it down. I don't know what this guy was doing with the King 10. And now Leather Ass, who was down to 2K, is sitting at 7,600. What a rebound. Big time. See what else we got going on. Got a small pot brewing down here on the bottom left. An even bigger pot right here on a 9-10 king board. certainly taking his time. And you gotta think, like, some people will be slowing up the play a little bit as we get closer to the end. Wow, we got a five bet, an all in with Queen 9 versus Jacks. Ah, damn! What a horrible beat, man! What a horrible beat. The guy goes all in with Queen 9 off. You know, he 4-bet shoves all in. I mean, just give me a break with Queen 9. Just freaking ugly and disgusting. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not that guy. What some BS to be rewarded with that. That's all I have to say. Small pot over here. We got a pot developing here, sorta. Let's see if we get a call. We do. Let's bring that table up. We got 3K in the middle, and now a third queen and a quick check. He might be afraid of the quads. This could happen. He doesn't want to get felted here. And that's a huge bet. Wow. So I think Cajun Rabbits was trying to buy it on the turn. And now St. Cajunton is up to almost 13K. And we got a huge pot over here. Look at this one. And we got a call. Oh wait, this is an all-in shove. Kings versus Kings, come on. We want to see some action here. Well, we got to see the action. We want to see some people get knocked out, that's for sure. Alright, so that's going to be a split pot. What else we got going on here? We got an all-in right here. Kings versus Nines. This guy who just got the brutal beat a couple of hands earlier is going to survive this one, and he's back up to 6,500, so that's certainly good. Nice to see that. If this guy would have had a 9 come out, I would have felt so bad for that guy. Woo, let's check out this one. Hopefully it brings it up. D-Moon Girl out on a limb here with the 10 Queen. Totally, probably misplayed that hand. Was up against the Queens. And she got no piece of it, not even a draw. And she paid for that one. Here we are with a raise and a 2 callers, and immediately lead out from the chip leader. So let's see, Cajun Rabbits is going to be contemplating that. What else we got going on here? And we get a 3-bet from Cajun Rabbit. Let's see if the chip leader puts them all in. He does make the call, so we might see an all-in here. He checks. Can't imagine him folding now. He might have 8-9. Let's see how this one goes. I think Cajun Rabbits thinks he might be getting trapped here. Unless he has a really monster and he's trying to... Alright, well, he's going to take that one down. And he's back up to 4K. We got a 1,400 chip pot up here. We got a 1K pot right here with a bet of 545. Royal Salute is contemplating. And we get a raise, so let's take a look. We get a decent raise. Let's see what Noah does here. He's going to think about it. the other action. We got pocket jacks from Heisenberg. We still short stack up against the ace queen of Bueno. And he is going to get killed on the river, and he is finally out. He won a few shoves. He won a few showdowns there, but that time it's just not going to work for him. And we are down another player. Noah. Looks like Noah made the call. Let's take a look. We had two flush draws that did not hit. It would be crazy if he has a 5-6, but it is possible. But Royal Salute has got to like that river card, unless he was betting on the draw himself. And now he's faced with a check, and he's in a check behind. And he was on the bluff, total bluff, and he gives up the pot, and Noah's going to take it down with an ace-9. So he makes the correct call, getting raised with just a 9 kicker. And he was able to survive that. We got Goat over here with a shove all in over a small raise. There's definitely fold equity here for Raycab. He does not have to call this hand at all unless he has a good one. Looks like Tilt-A-Whirl built his chip stack up to 8,400. Raycab is still thinking this one through. We got the Moon Girl, who just played a hand horribly with a Queen 10 involved in this pot, and she bets 1/6 of the pot. When a spade comes out on the river, and there she goes. She gets 3-bet, and let's see what she does here. Let's take a look here. She makes the call, and man, looks like she probably got rivered there. That is ouch. Wow. So this guy's up to 14K, and that's gotta sting. He was making a defensive bet there on the end, hoping that he didn't have the flush, and he didn't, but he happened to river. He hit runner 2 pair. Let's take a look at this one. This one might be, we got 1100 chip bet over here. Let's take a look at this one real quick. We're getting 3-betted on the other table, but I just want to see if Noah makes the call here. And this is almost a pot-sized bet. Let's just take a look. So we got almost a 4-bet. A 4-bet over here. It's going to take down the pot for G-click. Noah is still debating over here. We also have a pot down here with Windy Winston with a 624 bet. Half pot bet. And the taxman is debating. We also have a pot up here in table 4. This has probably been the tightest table out of them all, and I wouldn't expect that with BC here. And looks like Noah folded, and Winston will take down that pot as well. We got a pot down here developing. 1,500 in the middle already. We get a call on the end over here, and it's a 3rd club. Wow, we got an all-in shove and a call. We got top pair with a king kicker and an open-ended over here. And wow, top pair is going to survive. So Lucky Bobby was trying to be aggressive, lay the heat down, and Vic made a quick call, and he's celebrating. Is this him or is this not? Is this his friend? Yeah, that's him. He's happy with himself. And we still got, let's check out this pot over here. And we get a call. With pocket aces, he gets crazy value. Not afraid of the board at all. I think I would have been a little afraid there. Especially to get shoved on and then have to call off your chips. But he got crazy value there, so that's good with the pocket aces. And we got a call, so let's check out this one right here. Another spade. We got straight possibilities. And Bueno checks it to the shorter stack. And he checks behind. And he's going to take it down with an ace-queen. That brings him back up to 5K, so that's pretty huge. Oh, what's this? 10-8. Ooh, a pair of eights. Wow. Wow. Is that a huge pot or what? Insane. With an ace-6 suited Cajun Rabbits. Wow. He probably more than doubles up. And he had just a pair of eights. Pretty sick, man. I wish I would have saw that. I mean, I'm sure it's on the replay. I can go back and look. Because I had it, I'm pretty sure I had it up here. But that was crazy. So that was probably a blunder by Cajunton. I think he had like probably 12 or 13K. And now he's back down to 9. Take a look here and let's just see how many people are left. You Pay for My Key is still in first with Fruits of Fib. We got Hockey Player down with 800 chips. We lost about 17 players. A 3-bet up here from Ivy. Let's see how that one plays out. He's going to win that. Let's just take a look and see how much time we have left. So we have about 31 minutes left of playtime. We have a break in 15. Decent pot back down here. And look at this, we have a bet and a call. And they're going to split it with King 10. Seen a few splits tonight. We have an all-in. Ace 9 versus pocket aces. Oh, a 9 right on the window. But that is not going to be enough. And money, everything is out. And we've seen pocket aces win a few times tonight. In fact, I don't think we've seen it lose. We've seen it split with another pocket aces. Oh, we have an all-in shove, just a blatant shove against the short stack. That's what it is. Let's see if Hockey Player wants to just make a go of it. He min-raised, and Noah's just putting them all in. That's what it is. So we might see another player go. We have a 2,700 chip pot over here. And Chi Chick is first to act over on this side. She checks. hockey player full, so that's it for him. Let's bring up this one right here. Let's see what Bueno does. And he's going to continue to bet. And she check raises another 2,100. I think she's saying she has a full house. And she's got to have a 7. And that's probably why she didn't want to lead out. And I think Bueno's going to have to fold. And I mean, even if he has a 6. But she raised them 1,900 more. And Bueno's going to have to think it over. Let's see if I'm missing any action anywhere else. No, it's pretty dead so far. Let's see what Bueno does here. I mean, I guess he's thinking if he's being bluffed or not. I mean, if she's bluffing, that would be one hell of a ballsy ass bluff. I don't know why I'm saying she, but whatever. Oh God, he calls. A7, so she does have it, and he's gonna pay her off, him off, or whatever. Huge check raise, and she gets a $3,300 out of it. Crazy. And this guy, I haven't even mentioned his name at all tonight, and he's got 12K. We got BC in a hand. Let's see what's going on here. There's 2 other players, and he's first to act. And he bets it out. And I got a couple of friends in the chat box. And BC gets a 2-pair on the river. So that's pretty good, and here he is raising, he's 3-betting actually. So let's see if he gets a call. No, so he picks up a pot right there. We got some action right here. Let's see if there's anything else going on at the other tables. We get a call, so let's check it out. BC is starting to get some action here. He's been raising a lot. Here he is again. He's going to take down that pot. So he's back up to 3,800. And Yo-Yo Fiesta's like in all the chat boxes at all the tables. It's kind of funny. We got a big pot here. Let's check that one out. Between Cajun Rabbits and Too Rich to Care. Action is on Cajun Rabbits, and he bets small, really small. He bets 1/8 of the pot. Which is just odd, unless he has a 5. value. I guess he can get value there because the guy checked him. But still, $400 is probably not worth reopening the pot. And here is BC raising it up again. He's getting 3-bet, so let's take a look. He's getting 3-bet by a shorter stack. And he shoves over the top, and we get a quick call. Oh! And he's up against aces. And he gets a queen. Ah, man. Bad timing. That's another huge hand. Pocket aces survives again. I think they're undefeated in this cage match. We get a 3-bet over here. Looks like a check raise from Leatherass. Let's take a look. This is up against Windy Winston, who's played pretty solid this whole time. See what else we got going on here. And he makes the call, so let's take another look. A harmless 4 comes out. And that's going to take it down for Leatherass, and he's up to 8,400 almost. So what a big turnaround for him. Ooh, we have a all-in. CG Man is all in here, and Vic, who won a big pot earlier, top pair, is contemplating the call here. While he does that, let's check around and see what's going on. Still waiting on the call down here. We got a big pot over here starting to brew. There's 2K in the middle. And he makes the call. We have pocket kings versus a queen 3 for 2 pair. And that's going to make it. That's going to survive. Wow. So I'm surprised it took that long. Alright, he's up to 15K. And he's getting some crap from the CG man who just got knocked out. So his pocket kings lose to queen 3. Wow. That's another huge huge hand. Hello Guppy, I don't think I've called that person's name yet. She's raising the chip leader, who just 3-bet, and this is it. She goes all in. We gotta think there's gonna be a call, and there is. Ace 10 versus pocket 7s, and the ace comes on the turn. Wow, you pay for my Kiers, living a nice life. As Hello Guppy is gone, and the table breaks. So it was a blind versus blind action. We're down to 7 tables, and let's just take a look here at how much time we have before the break. 3 minutes. We got a 3-bet on this table. Got a bunch of small pots around the field. And aces up is going to win a pot over here. And we got Bick over here. He just won another huge pot. And he's been chatting in the chat box. Wow, we got another, what is this, a 5-bet? 4-bet. And he's against the 2 chip leaders, practically. This is kind of interesting here. This could be the biggest pot of the whole cage. And he makes the call. Now, if these players both have big pairs, this could get interesting. And he bets out 1,500. We got a 4-bet over here too. A 5-bet actually, I'm sorry. And we are at break. We're just waiting for the tables, and he calls. So we're on the turn here with the queen, and we have an all-in over here. Let's just take a look. Ace-king versus aces. And the aces are going to win again. 10K chip pot right before the break. And that hurts for Knob. He's practically gone. Let's check out this hand. This is a big, huge hand over here. It goes check, check on the turn. And we have a 10 on the river. I mean, Bick could have kings. He could have jacks. Well, he definitely doesn't have kings. And a huge bet. Huge bet, man. So Bick could give it all back right here. Oh my god, he shoves! This is insane. This is the biggest pot of the cage. And it's another check, raise, shove on the river. We've seen 3 huge hands played just this way. And each time, the guy who check raised had the best hand. So I'm thinking pocket queens, pocket tens, but I'm more leaning towards pocket queens. But then if he had pocket queens, that means he checked twice, both on the turn and the river, which is just crazy. Crazy. So, I mean, if he had pocket queens and he checked on the turn, he would have been upset when who's got a better check behind. I don't think he would have checked again. It's possible. Now, if you remember, who's got a better 3-bet pre-flop, and he has the aces, and he's got the tens. Yep. Wow, what a river card! Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And this guy's going off on the in the chat box like what an a-hole. That is sick. A 2-outer, dude, on the river. Just crazy. Wow, he's up to $30,000. He's won $25,000 tonight. And we still have 15 minutes left. Wow, the break's over in 20 seconds? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, so I guess that was weird. They didn't let everybody take a break. We just came right back to the gameplay. But I'm sure Bick doesn't mind, as he's sitting on 30,000, and he raises right away. Very next hand. Well, we have a 1,200 chip pot right here. Let's take a look. Between Noah and St. Cageton. We've seen a lot of these boards tonight where we're one off from a straight. And look at this, another check raise on the river. Insanity. And we've seen it 3 times before, like I said, and not once has it been a bluff. So he's going to contemplate that. $2,300 on this table. So let's see what St. Cageton does. We got 1,000. Wow, this is a big one right here on this next table right here. They just bet out 1,000 and was quickly called. 4,300 in the middle. Raycab is first to act here. He did bet out on the turn, and he checks. He's giving up the hand, and it's check, check. But he has a full house. Wow. And on this side, St. Cage is in folded, and Noah's up to 11K. And let's see what Bick does over here, as a third heart comes out on the river. He checks. Kevin Malone is debating on whether he should bet and face the check raise here. He checks behind. And look at that, he had the wheel. It was... wow, he's running good. Bet at this table, table 6, and that's going to take it down. We have an all-in here. Let's take a look. Nabben, who had only $900, needs a 5 and is not going to get it, so he is out. It's another player gone. Yours up to 12K. Bick is involved in another hand. And he's betting 2/3 pot. And he's going to take down another pot. Wow, we have an all-in shove. 13,000. That was just insane. That was so weird. BC's all in. Let's see if he gets a call. He does. Queen 5 versus a pocket 8, of course. Ah, man. And he is out of the cage. Good going, BC. So the pocket 8s are going to take it down. And that sucks. So we lose another player. And we have an all-in right here from Goat Boat. And he's going to take down that small pot. And this gentleman down here shows a big bluff. Central Deegan. We got Bick in a hand with Larry B, who I haven't called out at all. He's up to 8K though. And I have a feeling this pot's going to be interesting, so let's just take a look. And he checks it, and it's checked again. Top pair will take it down. We got 2 pots going up here. Rosario and Chiquitito. 2,200 in the middle. We got Turbulent over here, facing a bet from Vasya. And he shoves, so let's take a look. And that's going to win him the pot. So good shove. And Chiquitito is going to take down that pot. Let's see how much time we have left. Uh, 3 minutes, I believe. Yep. So we're just down to 3 minutes here. Let's see if there's any crazy hands that are going to happen. You Pay for My Kia wins a nice pot with a pair of nines. He's up to 19,000. And let's see if there's you got Goat Boat, who's really a short stack, who might want to just shove it in somewhere. I don't know if he won this on a satellite. It would be nice to know, who won it on a satellite and not. I'm sure on that America's Card Room blog they have people listed, but I didn't check it out. But most people here are at 5K or above. There's just a couple people that are just below it. You got Grow here, and also Kiwa Kaki, Ivy. But everybody who's pretty much left has made some money here. Been a lot of double ups, a few triple ups. Then Bick is the big winner with 30K. Let's see if we're going to see one more big pot. We got Lucky Bobby, who lost a huge pot to Bick earlier. He's betting big here. 2/3 pot on the end. Let's see what Bick does. He calls. And he's going to take it down with just a pair of aces. And Lucky Bobby on a missed flush draw was caught bluffing there. He's down to 3K. We had these two guys going at it pretty much all game. I believe it was it this guy? Leahy, who sucked out really bad with the Queen 9? Can't remember. You got Fruits of Fib, who I haven't really seen much lately, but he's up to 15K. He was very active in the first hour and a half. He's up to 16K. We got a pot right here. We got two pots going on. This one went check, I believe. And now it's on the river. This one they've been betting at. We got another 9 on the turn. But we got a bet with queens, and he's gonna take it down. A leathery fold, or A la, whatever his name is. Really bad with the names. Let's see this one. I mean, we gotta be on the last minute here. I mean, it doesn't even tell you. Maybe there's another 4 minutes. I don't know. He said 15 minutes. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. 15 minutes after the break, right? I thought the break was 5 too. I don't even know when this thing ends. Huge shove on a jack. He's got to have a full house. Well, this guy only has 2,700 left, so. Man, it would suck to have to lose just in the last couple of minutes. You've been grinding the whole game, you got up to about 6-7K, and then you lose it all in the last couple of minutes. So that's the table right here. We got another pot up here with Cajun Rabbits. Looks like he's going to take it down. Look at this. Ace King versus Ace Queen, and 2 queens come. And that's a 10K pot for Royals to loot. Devastates Noah. That is just insane. I wonder if that was all in pre-flop. I don't know. But I guess I can look back because I did have the table up. I just wasn't looking at it. Holy cow, man. And Cajun Rabbits, he's up to 13K. And we're still waiting for this guy to see if he wants to make this call. We got a pot down here between Leather Ass and Central Deegan. Or, yeah, I don't even know what his name is. That's what I'm calling him. Goes check, check. And here we are in the river. We're still waiting on a call over here. It's for all his chips. Getting the pot develop up here on this table. Gonna check on the river. Look at this. We got a wheel on the board. Only a 6. Yeah, only a 6 can win this. 6 is the nuts. But we'll see. I mean, aces up or whatever can win it. Actually, no. What am I saying? Yeah, only a 6 can win it. So this is gonna be a chop pot. And this guy folded. So Ray Cabin picks up a big pot. I think Central Deegan won that hand. Yeah, this is kind of nonsense. I mean, you can bluff at it. I mean, yeah, that's what he does. He goes all in. This is sick. I mean, come on. He folds. Holy shit, dude. He folds. He folds. He folds. Wow. That's going to net him 2,500 extra chips. Wow. So he was afraid of the 6. That would have been crazy if he did have the 6. I mean, you never know, right? Horrible to go out like that. I'm thinking we got 1 minute left. I'm surprised there's not like an announcement at the tables. 1 minute left or something. I mean, it does say 5 minutes up here. But it seems like we should be over it already. Maybe we have another 5 minutes. This is a freaking long recording, that's for sure. We got big 3 betting over here. Decent pot up there. Alright, so that finished. So he's done. This table's done. I mean, we got some people like thinking every hand on every table. So nothing's raised except for Bick over here. Bick wants to make some fireworks, I'm sure, in the very last hand. See, this clock up here was wrong the whole time. I knew it was. And we get a call, so this could be Lucky Bobby going on tilt here. So this one's gone. Goes check, check. And he's going to take it down. And we are down to 2 tables. We're down to the last table. And I don't know why this guy's politicking. I guess he just wants it to end. That's what it is. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be it. Let's check out the lobby. So the big winner is Bick here with $30,000. You Pay for My Kia got about 21K. Then Vasia 9, Fruits of the Fib got each 15K. All these guys made profit. to about here. And then we had 26 people get KO'd. And that is it. And that's it. So I guess they just show the top 10. And there's your top 10. Alright, so thanks for listening to the broadcast, the recording. I'm sure you can mute it if you like, if you just want to see the action. But this is Leprechaun signing off. Thank you.